Hello and welcome to another video. So now you are familiar with the ZBrush basics. Now I'm going to share some sculpting techniques that is gonna help you. So there are a few brushes that I use most often. So this is one is the move brush that actually helps me to change the size. I can push and pull the details. So if I want to make face, I can actually adjust the silhouette. Then there is another brush that I use is clay buildup. So it actually helps me to add the volume or define the shapes. Another brush is shift. So basically if you want to smooth it up, so you press shift and then you can actually smooth the details. That comes very handy. Alright, one more brush is that way comes very handy here is this damn standard. So actually it just helps to add the details and add the wrinkles. That is gonna help. Alright, one more brush is that is very important. So that is IMM primitive. So actually what it does, you can actually simply click, you can add any shape inside the brush. So IMM brush has some set of shapes and that you can actually use by clicking in there and start adding the details. Now as you can see that this mesh is composed of multiple subdivision level. So this brush only works when you have no subdivision level. So I'm going to geometry and I will click on delete lower. Now you can actually add the eyes. So this way actually I can add the eye and add multiple parts. Alright. And there are a lot of brushes, so you can actually check it out and see that how does it work. But these 4-5 brushes are most common that I use, and you don't need to worry about the rest of the brushes. One more brush is trim dynamics. So what actually it does, it just define the shapes, flatten up the details. This comes very handy when you are defining the shape, like defining the jawline if you want. So actually it comes very handy and it's very helpful. So ZBrush is actually quite different. So here you actually sculpt the details directly over the model, just like you do the clay modeling. So it comes very handy. And here in this tool panel you already know, and I'm going to this geometry. So when you want to increase the resolution, so you can simply click on divide and it will add the more details and more mesh. And your character will look more smooth and more clean. Okay, and this is the mode that I'm working on this. So this is the Dynamesh. So how this is different? So let's say I'm adding a detail consistently. At some point my mesh started getting stretched. If I turn on the polyframe mode, you can simply see the mesh is quite dense here, but as I actually started sculpting, the mesh started getting stretched out. So the Dynamesh actually what it does, when you drag outside, press Ctrl and drag outside the model, it just adds the more detail and even the mesh density all across the object. So you can start adding the details. You can start adding the details and simply press Ctrl and drag, and it will just unify the mesh density all across. So these are the few sculpting techniques that will help a lot, and I will see you in the next video where we will start gathering the references for the chimp. Till then, good luck.